I first want to start off this video by saying I don't care how many hearts and smiley faces and rainbows and stars you put by your idiotic comment. It doesn't make it any less idiotic, or if you say something that is meant to insult me, it doesn't make it any less insulting, and it doesn't make you any less of a troll. I hope this quick message, this quick disclaimer, set somebody free today, that even though depending on the day and the angle of the camera I might look like I was born yesterday, I truly was not, and I will still block you, mute you, or delete your comment as I see fit. Anyway, let's get on with the video. I recently posted a video where I said that married people and people in relationships have given me the worst marriage and relationship advice over the years, as a rebuttal to people who always say that single people should not give relationship advice. In the comment section of that video, somebody posted a comment where they said something to the effect of, they don't get advice from married people or single people, they seek God. I think I've spoken about this before. Maybe one of y'all who has watched my content for a while remembers when I've talked about this, but I'm going to say this. Not only have married people and people in relationships, not only have they given me the worst relationship advice and marriage advice over the years, but religious people, Christians, have given me, I'm going to say, the absolute worst. They definitely take home the gold trophy with the worst marriage and relationship advice. And that commenter also went on to say that she only seeks God if she's going through something spiritually, and I'm not a Christian, but the Bible also gives you several scriptures about how that can be dangerous. You do actually need to seek the counsel and advice of wise people that you trust, especially if you're dealing with mental health. That's definitely not something that you want to, mental health or spirituality, that's definitely not something that you should be navigating alone. I think one of the worst things that you can do when you're in a relationship, and people tend to misinterpret the Bible, mostly Christians, to make it say what they want to happen. Like, if you are in a relationship with a horrible man who is abusing you and disrespecting you and cheating on you, you're going to find something in the Bible. You're going to find other religious people who will agree and co-sign with that batshit crazy idea. If you isolate yourself and you're not talking to people who are actually wise, not batshit crazy Christians, but if you isolate yourself, you run the risk of more batshit crazy ideas. Now, I am not a Christian, but in my life, it is important for me to have my friends and people that I trust, that I can bounce ideas off of, that I can run things by, so that I can keep myself in check and make sure that I'm just not making up batshit crazy shit, so that I can make sure that I'm not going down the wrong track or making what might be, a bad decision or whatever. Even my mutuals on TikTok that I don't talk to, on a personal level very often, I've sent them videos that I posted and said, hey, what do you think about this? Am I wrong? What are your thoughts on this? This whole idea that I've heard from a lot of Christian women, of keeping my relationship private. Mind you, I agree. Not everybody needs to be posting their relationship on social media. That's not an obligation. That's not something that you have to do. But keeping your relationship private can be very dangerous. Me telling people my business, not necessarily on social media, but me telling people my business when I was back with my abusive ex-husband, was one of the huge contributing factors to why I knew it was time for me to get out of that relationship. Not simply praying about it in my prayer closet alone and reading scripture, but actually talking to people that I trusted about the things that were going on in my relationship. No, you don't need to necessarily discuss your sex life. No, you don't need to necessarily discuss, minor quirks and imperfections that your partner has. But if there's cheating, if there's abuse going on, if there's disrespect going on, if there's thievery going on, and you're not too sure about those things, I don't think it's enough to just read some scriptures and pray about it. Oh my gosh, I know some of you are going to be shocked by hearing me say this, and you might even block me. But I think that you need to, must, and should Reach out to people that you trust, that you know care about you, to see, hey, my partner cheated on me. Should I stay? And if they love you, they're gonna tell you no, I'm hoping. If there's abuse going on or any of the aforementioned things, you need to get that out in the open, not on social media necessarily, but with people that you trust. Isolation is how abusers thrive. That's why abuse and cheating and all that is just rampant in the religious community, because we've all been taught to just, you don't say anything, don't embarrass your partner, you need to honor your marriage, when it's shit that needs to be brought out into the open. It's stuff that is a deal breaker. I want people to get it out of their heads about, I don't take advice from single people. What I need you to switch that to is, take advice from people who are happy. Because one, if you're in a healthy, happy relationship, nobody's going to talk you out of being in that relationship. If they do talk you out of being in that relationship, you already didn't want to be in that relationship. I want to hear from people who are happy, period, regardless of their relationship status. Because happy people who are happy with their lives tend to have the best relationships. Single or not, happy, healthy should always be the goal.